Ha ha ha! Got a problem? Got a need? Is your mind in confusion? Got something to fix? Looking for a solution? Gotta find what we need. Gotta go investigate it. Think it out, go design. Get ready to create it. Check it in, check it over. Try it out, go to test. If the problem is solved, this solution is best. Gotta get up and go Technobusters.
Hola once again, Buffetu, and welcome to the workshop. Like always, I am not alone. No, today I'm rolling with two more new cats all the way from Sinatema Primary School. So welcome, Zama, and now we'll give it up to the people, guys.
Hi.
Now today we pick up where we left off the last time. Amongst all these cool letters that you guys keep sending us, we have one special reply from our main man, Tabo, who keeps sending us letters, guys. Remember, Tabo? I'm sure you do, but just in case you forgot who he is, let's take a sip of knowledge and refresh your memory. Last time Muzi wrote to us with a need. This need was that his soccer team at Sinatema Primary wanted to hold a soccer tournament against other schools, but they didn't exactly have the kid to play with, and they also needed to raise money. Eish, we can't have our fellow technomaniacs playing shoeless buffet too, especially in this cold winters. So we started showing how some steps in the technological process can be used to help these guys to raise money and put a kit together themselves. I mean, come on, we don't want any of our friends to suffer now, do we? And we want to do everything we can to try and help out. So we were listening to Tabo actually writing another letter, and I'm going to let my friend Nero read it. You go, son.
Thank you, Technobusters, for helping me, because Mr. Peterson, who owns the shop where we buy our food, he gave us a donation of some t-shirts for our team. He says he watched Technobusters and wanted to help, but the t-shirts are white and white is boring, so we want to make them nice. My mom says we can decorate them by dyeing them. How can we do this?
White is boring, he says, ha ha ha. But you know what? I like guys like Tabo. He's always just trying to make things better. That's why, guys, technology is a process. One step leads to another, which leads to another, which got me thinking, are you guys ready to mission?
Sure, we want nice t-shirts to play in.
Oh, so you guys have got gold players too. Anyway, so today we are going to find out ways to decorate a plain old t-shirt into making it look hip and funky. Take a look.
Dye. To mix with color. To dye something is to mix it with color and in the process change its color. Decorate. Decorate.
To decorate something is to make it beautiful and look attractive.
Well, first up, we asked some of our friends if they knew of ways to make a plain t-shirt colorful and if they knew what it is to tie and dye.
Paint! I know. Crayons. You can take crayons and draw on it.
But what happens if your mom washes it?
A nice color is blue. Blue is my favorite color. My mom and dad always buy me blue things at home. Tie and dye, what's that? I know. It's when you take your school tie and you sacrifice it. Then it dyes, tie and dye.
Tie and dye, I don't know.
Welcome back to the workshop, guys. I'm afraid, but we didn't get any leads there. So, guys, tell me, where are we going to get some ideas to try and make these t-shirts, bright and eye-catching?
We must ask someone who does it as a job.
You know what? Great thinking. Which got us thinking here at Technobusters are those cool tablecloths. You know, the ones you see flapping off fences on your way to Mpumalanga and other places. Those designs and colors are tight, guys.
But those are so big. We need something smaller for t-shirts.
You know what? Maybe not. You know what? Maybe the same process will work on big cloths as well as little cloths. So we decided to send our Technobuster out to go and speak with one of these ladies that make and sell these cloths. Let's find out how they do it.
Hello, Techno Busters. As I was strolling through one of my favorite flea markets in town, I happened to bump into Mrs. Winfielder, who specializes in dyeing these beautiful tablecloths, as you can see behind me. Hello, Ma.
Hello, Lisa Tom.
So, Ma, tell us how we can make beautiful t-shirts like your tablecloths.
It's easy. Firstly, I dye the tablecloth, t-shirts, and tote bags. Then I complete it by doing the block printing. Come, kids, let me show you.
Hello, Techno Busters. Looking in books is also a great way of finding out about things. I found out that the process of dyeing cloth is one that began a long time ago, when man discovered that different plants could dye materials in many different colors. In many parts of northern Africa live the Tuareg people, who have become famous for their dyed blue cloth that they wear. For thousands of years, they followed the same process to dye their cloth. The dye is made from the dried leaves of indigo plants, which they crush and grind until they turn into a fine powder. Then they mix the powder with ash and water. The cloth is then tied in different places. This is done by tying knots in the cloth or using small objects like a stone or a coin and putting it underneath the cloth, twisting it, then tying it with a piece of string or an elastic. The cloth is then dipped into the pit of dye by hand and brought out to the air at different times. This is then done until the blue is dark enough. The ties are then unwrapped and the light blue pattern revealed. They beat the cloth to dry and then it's ready to be ironed. Usually dye is fixed so that it does not rub off or wash off, but the Tuaregs think that the blue dye has magical medicinal properties, so they do not fix it. Sometimes the dye rubs off the clothes and onto the skin, so they call them the blue people. Still today, people use this method of dyeing and decorating, but not only in blue, but in many bright and varied colors. They don't use plants, but they use fabric dyes and paints, which are bought in shops, but the process is still the same.
Input, process, output. Remember, don't try to dye anything in your nice clothes. Always wear your oldest clothes.
And ask for help from your parents because it could get very messy.
Welcome back to the workshop, all you Techno Busters. Now, I'm sure you guys will agree with me when I say that was really awesome. Now, you guys can go back home and show the rest of your teammates how to make your new kid look cool. I mean, you guys don't have to crush these. You can just go to the shop and buy yourself clothes dye and change the color of your t-shirts, right? What's wrong, guys? Aren't you guys happy about your new ideas?
But we still don't have a design.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
I mean, haven't you guys thought about designing something that describes you? It is called a logo. Like Pirates has a skull and crossbones, and then Chiefs has got an Indian chief. So who are you guys?
I think we are lions, Sinetemba Primary Lions.
No, Neo. They said it must be simple. I say we are ribbons.
Sis, man, no ways. That's too girly. We can't be ribbons if we want to be stars.
No, that's it. Why don't you guys do a star?
Sinetemba stars.
It's easy to design.
And it says who we are.
Well, we don't call this the workshop for nothing, guys. But we're about to learn all about block printing. So let's see what's right under this cloth. Aha! Black printing ink or paint. Printing block from a potato cut in half or polystyrene. A sharp knife. But then remember to make sure that your parents help you with these things because we don't want you to hurt yourself now, do we? You also need paper and a pencil, a kitchen towel, felt, a newspaper, a brush, a nail, scissors, and last but not least, a cardboard cut into a comb at one end.
What's all this for?
Well, this is what you need to make a stamp to print a symbol on your t-shirts. Well, right now, let's catch up with one of our Techno Busters and find out what she has found out from a friend at the flea market.
Mrs. Winfielder has an awesome little business here. After dyeing her cloths in different colors, she's ready to add something special by decorating them. Take a look. She does this by printing different patterns or pictures on them. This is how she does it. Mrs. Winfielder is using a block which has the pattern carved out on it. You can make your own printing blocks with a potato like our friends in the workshop. Let's see how they are doing.
Follow all the techno rules and you will be techno cool. Always get help. Don't do it on your own, cause you can hurt yourself if you go it alone.
Right, so you guys are done with step 1, which is designing your own symbol. Now make sure that you keep it very simple. Make sure that you can cut out the design, which we call the positive, or around the design, which we call the negative. Step 2, you've chosen the material for your block. You can use the potato or the polystyrene. If it is the potato, blot the half onto the kitchen towel. Step 3, copy your design onto the surface of the block by using a nail. Good work, guys. Step 4, go over this with a craft knife so that the edges are clear and sharp. Step 5, scrape out the positive or negative. Looking good, guys. Step 6, brush the Enco paint onto the printing block and press down onto the fabric. Step 7, repeat the design to form a pattern and you will have your design to put on your kit.
Follow these steps and your design will get respect.
Well, we're back in the workshop and I'm still with my two friends, Neo and Zama. And please, guys, just look what these guys have done to the t-shirts. Come on, show it to the people.
Gee, I like the idea of block printing on our t-shirts.
Now, there we go. Now that you guys have got lots of ideas on how to make your t-shirts look cool, you can go back to the rest of your teammates and get working. Next time I see you guys, I want to see all you guys dressed up and ready for action, okay? As for the rest of you guys, you guys can go out there and start working on some design to try and make your t-shirts look cool. From me and the rest of the Technobusters, we'll check you out next time. We still have a long way to go. It's fine that we've sorted out the t-shirts, but there's still the problem of soccer boots. So write in if you guys have any idea how we can raise money easily for the Sinatemba soccer team. Until next time, for myself and my friends, we out!
Bye!